Hey, Ober Sports, Jacob Ober here. So, some really big news in the NL Central today as Darvish was signed by the Chicago Cubs for a 6-year, $126 million deal. And in Brewers Nation, there's been a lot of people freaking out about this. And I just want to say this is not as big of a deal as a lot of people are making it out to be. People are saying this is a double whammy for the Brewers that they not only didn't get Darvish, but that he also went to the Chicago Cubs, which is an NL Central rival and our biggest competition in the way of winning the NL Central this year. Really, though, as good as Darvish is, I think Darvish is a great pitcher, but I was not as high on him as everyone else was, and mostly in part because of his showing in the World Series last year, but also because of the fact that he's over 30 and he's going to start declining soon if he hasn't already. And really, I mean, in the postseason, he's got a 2-4 record with a 5.81 ERA. That's nothing to be very high on. And the Brewers are obviously aiming to make the postseason this year. And even though Darvish had a couple good games last year, he's never been a great postseason pitcher. And regular season has been great, but not so much postseason. But I mean, the Cubs still really did upgrade their roster and their pitching staff with this move. As much as I'm not as high on Darvish as anyone else, Darvish is still a very good pitcher, and the Cubs rotation is now Darvish, Lester, Hendricks, Quintana, and Chatwood. And that is quite a formidable pitching staff, maybe the best in the majors. And I think I'm hoping the Brewers decide to counter this move by the Cubs. I think that they will within the next couple days here. There's plenty of guys still out there for the Brewers to get. Arrieta, Cobb, Lynn, Odorizzi, Archer. There's plenty of names out there for the Brewers to get. I'm still the one that I want the most is to trade for Chris Archer. We have plenty of outfield assets we can trade away. We can give him Domingo Santana or maybe Brett Phillips or something, and we can get a guy like Archer. We could also go out and get Alex Cobb or go out and sign Jake Arrieta. There's plenty of options there for the Brewers. There's also been some talk of Lance Lynn and the Brewers being interested in signing him. So there's plenty of guys out there for the Brewers to upgrade their rotation with. As it stands now, the Brewers, there's a little bit of uncertainty there. They know that Chase Anderson, Jules Chachin, and Zach Davies are going to be the three shoo-ins at the beginning of the season. I think that it's probably going to be Suter and maybe Woodruff to finish out the rotation for the Brewers, but clearly right now they're not close to what the Cubs are. So I would really like to see the Brewers make an upgrade in the pitching rotation, and I think they will within the next couple days. I do definitely expect them to counter this Cubs move. And I mean, the Brewers, even though the Cubs just upgraded their pitching rotation, they're still very much alive for the NL Central this year, and I think they're going to make a good run at it. So this is really exciting. I'm really excited to be in all this free agent stuff. It's been a long time since the Brewers have really actually been seriously considered by big free agent pitchers like this, and been in talks like this. It really hasn't happened for a long time, and that just adds to the excitement in Milwaukee. And this Cubs and Brewers rivalry, it's already heating up before the season even starts, with the Cubs stealing away Darvish from us. Personally, I think that the Cubs overpaid a little bit for Darvish. By the time his deal is going to be over, he'll be 37 years old. I'm not too high on him. I don't think he's going to be as great as everyone thinks he is, but he's still a very good pitcher, a very good addition to the Cubs rotation. And the Cubs are clearly now one of the best, one of the best rotations in the entire major league. So it was for the moment, it's a good move for the Cubs. But I wish he would have went to the Dodgers or something, so it didn't upgrade the Cubs. But personally, I didn't really care to have Darvish as much as I would a guy like Arrieta or trading for Chris Archer. Hopefully, I hope the Brewers make a counter move here in the next couple days, or even today. I don't know. We'll have to see what happens. I think this is going to really start getting the free agent market in gear. There's been talks with the players' union that all these talented players haven't been signed yet. There's plenty of talented players out there on the market right now that haven't been signed. So I think this is going to start getting the free agent market going here in the next couple days. So we'll have to see what happens, but great addition for the Cubs. I'm personally glad that the Brewers didn't get him. I wish he would have went to the Dodgers instead of Cubs, but still I don't think he's going to be as great as everyone thinks he is. But hopefully the Brewers counter. I'm really excited to see what happens. This Cubs and Brewers rivalry is already heating up before the season even started. So, anyways, that's all I had to say in this video. I'll be making a couple more videos today and tomorrow, talking about the Cubs and Brewers, this new rivalry that might be developing. It's really exciting times in Milwaukee, so we'll have to see what happens. But anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Be sure to leave a like and subscribe if you're new here, and follow me on Twitter at Obersports41512, and I'll see you guys next time.
It's Esquadrón.